Hey everyone, it's Raj from 3CB. Lakers rookie Austin Reaves, by all standards expected prior to the season, had a pretty good overall rookie season. However, from about late February to late March, he hit the proverbial rookie wall, and it was most reflected in his shooting, as he hit only about 40% from the field and sub 30% from distance. The question becomes, is there actual science and a scientific explanation behind that rookie wall? Yes, there is. There's two general models that explain that fatigue. The first is more of a general model, and it's typically used for runners, but can also be used for athletes, where you don't want to increase intensity or duration of training by more than 10% week over week, because it's going to lead to overload and fatigue in the body. The second model is a bit more complex. It's called the acute to chronic workload ratio. And essentially what this does, it takes a rolling average, typically calculated over about a week, of the player's duration of training and activity, and then also it's multiplied by the intensity of that training and exertion, and it comes up with a certain number, and you're comparing it week to week. If that week-to-week ratio is over 1.5, there's nearly a 5x increase for injury risk, which is a key sign of fatigue. Also, interestingly, this is what people don't realize, if there's a low ratio, there's also an increase for injury risk as well. The moral is you want consistency of training that helps prepare you for the activity to come. In Austin's case, having played in college and of course high school prior to that, he's playing 35, 40 games max at a relatively lower intensity, and now he's playing in the NBA 82 games, so it's a massive increase in games and also a significant increase in intensity overall. And then especially when you consider the fact that he hasn't been in the NBA strength and conditioning protocol really outside of Summer League, and therefore he's playing at a fitness disadvantage as well. So when you consider all those things, it certainly makes sense why players hit that rookie wall. And in Austin's case, we even saw him pick up a hamstring injury at the start of the season as the team was transitioning from preseason into regular season, and that's also often the case of having a big increase in that intensity. The key here for Austin is that he'll now have a full summer with the team to be able to boost his fitness, and therefore kind of extend out that ability to play more consistently throughout next season. The last thing to note, and it's really important, is something that Austin talked about distinctly in an interview with Silver Screen and Roll, so you can find the full interview there, is that he said for him, it was also a lot more about mental fatigue and being mentally burned out. So I don't want you to think this is only a physical issue, it's also often a mental issue, especially with a player who's not used to potentially traveling that much, being in a hotel room, spending that much time with themselves. So that can wear on you throughout a season as well. So Austin has to acclimate to that aspect of professional life as well for next season.